Now, hopes are pinned on the latest US-backed ceasefire plan brokered by Egypt and Qatar to end the West Asia conflict. The Hamas has accepted the proposal in principle, while Israel has reiterated its demand for the release of all 50 hostages still held in Gaza at one go. The plan includes a 60-day pause in fighting, partial Israeli troop withdrawal, and increased humanitarian aid. Meanwhile, mass protests continue in Tel Aviv, urging a deal to be pushed through. Ravindra Chauhan reports.
Israel has responded by demanding the release of all 50 hostages still held in Gaza, while reviewing Hamas's response to a US-backed ceasefire proposal authored by Qatar and Egypt that would pause fighting in Gaza for 60 days and secure the release of Israeli hostages in exchange for 200 Palestinian prisoners. The deal, which has reportedly been accepted by Hamas in principle, also includes partial Israeli troop withdrawal and increasing humanitarian aid. Egypt and Qatar are mediating renewed indirect talks following the collapse of negotiations in July. Qatar said Tuesday that the ceasefire proposal Hamas agreed to is almost identical to a previous plan by US envoy Steve Witkoff and called the response positive.
Concerning the response from Hamas, as we said, we view it as a positive response. It truly was almost identical to what the Israeli side had previously agreed to. So we see this response as a positive approval.
Meanwhile, despite no immediate signs of a ceasefire, tens of thousands of Israelis protested Tuesday, blocking a main highway in Tel Aviv to demand a deal that would end the war and bring home hostages.
We started on Sunday stopping Israel in order to bring our hostages back. We find that the only thing that works is putting pressure on the Israeli government to make a deal, to seal the deal and bring all of our hostages back and stop the war in Gaza. We will not stop until all our hostages are home.
Amid resumed aid deliveries into Gaza, several countries continue to airdrop supplies and send shipments to Gaza's borders, but the UN warns this is far from sufficient. It urges a large-scale increase in humanitarian access to meet the critical needs of Gaza's population.
We have seen reports that some supplies are entering, and we have seen that there are some trucks entering with supplies. And when we talk about supplies, we're talking about partly humanitarian aid and partly commercial goods. Now, this is far below the amounts that are needed to avoid starvation.
As efforts to put end to the nearly 2-year-old conflict continue, with key gaps still unresolved, hopes are pinned on the latest ceasefire proposal as a possible turning point to halt the conflict. Bureau Report, DD India.